Alright, jumping back into Final Fantasy XVI. We last left off with the quest Bloodlines. Found some bears that were, there's no good word for, they were slaughtered. They were absolutely, just absolutely destroyed. The whole village was just destroyed. And now we're going to find an entrance to the Lazarus District as part of Black Light Burns. That is the quest. And make our way further here in Port Isolde. Few are the days when the air about the city's piers is not alive with the barks of busy stevedores, loading and unloading vessels, hailing from all corners of the realm and beyond, in southwestern Rosaria. The Silken Strand. It's worth noting a lot of the people that were killed were Rosarian, or as Jill and Clive discussed, they were. So it seems like the idea from the Vicereign / Clive's mom might be kill anyone who's Rosarian. Potentially, it's a little bit unclear right now. Not even unclear in that, like, I don't understand the story, which definitely happens, but unclear where, like, the last thing Clive said, I believe, was like what is her goal? Like, I don't understand. Like, the main character is also like, this doesn't make sense. I'm guessing we'll learn more as we proceed, but I don't know. It could be all. I kind of mentioned previously. It could just be that maybe she believes killing bearers will stop the blight, all the way from, like, maybe just anyone of Rosarian descent or descent, yeah, is not to be trusted. It's hard to understand her reasoning right now. Yeah, so we're trying to find an entrance. So we're going through this abandoned town.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
I feel like these must be allies.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Oh, maybe they're. They could be bandits, I guess. Oh. If they're not... oh, they are literally Lazarus bandits. Oh, good for them. I'm going to summon a hurricane, but good for them. Got him. Enemies bested. Not slain, bested. Okay. Maybe they're still alive then?
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined.
That's our ally from the very beginning. No, that's our guy. Clive, you don't remember him?
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
You don't remember him, Clive? Bro. I remember him. I guess it has been 16 years for me or whatever.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It's Wade.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
The people we beat up are just like bleeding out to the left of us. I mean, that's, don't we feel foolish?
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Yeah, this is definitely a stroke of good luck for them.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
They can't really be that well equipped.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts
At least
is
you're
not
not
so
dead.
easily quenched. The Black
You're telling
Shields.
me that's the Archduke's son?
What is it you require?
What do you got to buy? Demon Tamer's Arm Guards. Sure, we don't have any of these. It is difficult for a demon to find a willing vessel. So well the hells are cluttered with bodiless aberrations clawing to escape. Rarely do they ever succeed. However, those that do exhibit inhumane strength and malice, and can wreak havoc on the corporeal world. Thus, efforts are made to trap and tame the fallen souls, that they might not torment the living. Cool.
Will that be all?
Maybe. Desert Rose. We don't have any of these, but we can buy them. How many can we buy? Oh, a ton. Despite its rose-like appearance, this delicate sandstone formation found in the deserts of Dalmekia is no rose, but instead an inexplicable peculiarity of nature, a reminder that humankind will never fully comprehend the world in which we live. It is also said to bring good luck. Let's buy like 20 of them. Actually, can I... Let me check this. Is there not a way for me to... Hold up here. I'm messing up. Is there not a way for me to like... Sorry, I actually have to hold down the button. I can't like... Oh, that's so annoying. Alright, whatever, man. Like, there's no way for me to like increase the amount by 10. I guess I have to just hold it down until it does it naturally. We'll buy 99.
As you wish, my lord.
Oh, now he's sold out. We'll buy a meteorite too, since those seem to be rare. We haven't really been upgrading our equipment at all, but we should eventually. Before we talk to Wade, let's check out this.
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you worry.
You'd better. Brother Wade's life depends upon it.
Let's talk to Wade. I don't think there's anything else for us to do. Let's go with there isn't.
We'll show him as much mercy as...
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Sir Wade, the bearers from Old Ed have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. That makes sense. So if I go somewhere else, Wade's probably gonna be like, bro, I'm out. Well, let's make for Buett Bridge.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Thank you. Blessing of a freak go with us.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Let's make our way. Actually, I wonder. Hey, Wade gets a chocobo too. I wasn't sure.
Ambrosia.
Wait, what's going on? I definitely went the wrong way. Embarrassing.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I didn't.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
I wonder what happens if I enter battle with the Chocobo. Oh, I don't. Got it.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
I feel like at this point, like,
Forest area!
at this point, like, we're clearly a force to be reckoned with. So many of their order has died.
Revolution ends here. On these our swords we
Even the
swear.
dog agrees. Reinforcements? Alright, let's take care of them.
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Okay, this actually might be a problem.
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
It's almost like Torgal's here. It's so immersive. This is an inopportune moment. I can't close the door right now. I'm fighting. Oh man. I took so much damage. Wasn't paying attention. Oh no.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
No! Oh man, I stepped away to close the door. Oh gosh, he got me. I'm slacking. I've been found slacking. I don't know if that actually hits him. No, I messed up. All right, well I'll be able to focus this time. So, I'll take less damage.
Telling me that's the Archduke's son.
We'll show 'em as
All right, well let's go all the way back. We go back to the menu instead of continuing because continuing makes it a lot easier.
May the
Blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
All right.
Faster.
Alrighty. Gonna make it all the way over there. This fight will go better this time. I feel like my focus was split there.
Look at me sideways.
So the thing is, sometimes people drive their cars, and the dog is not a fan of that. It's like cars not on my good street. I think someone closed their car door and then the dog started barking because, you know, they closed their car door.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
All right.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Oh no, I wasn't focusing on him.
More dragons.
Worlds. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
This is a lot better though, because I think we ended this fight with like 500 HP last time, which was like not super. Gotta be honest, wasn't great. It's still not over, but this is still better.
To me, boy!
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Night of the Lasting Dark. Let's get him. Where is he?
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this. You mean finish him?
Oh, I thought I did it a little bit late because I thought that I could dodge and get like a, you know what I mean? Like get like a precision dodge and then counter. That obviously did not work. I should have done it earlier. Either way, this is going significantly better, though. Yeah, we're good.
It's over.
Enemies slain. Nice. And a level up. It's so cool. Level 28. A little bit more, well, everything. Imperial Link. Many have tendered explanations as to how Imperial Dragoons are able to leap to such absurd heights. From the power of prayer to a strict diet of hare, toad, and crickets. But none, save the knights themselves, know the truth. Whatever the secret, it is plain that heavy plate would only prove a hindrance. And so the Empire equips its dragoons with armor forged from lighter than linen mithril. This link is part of a vest that would have been worn beneath the breastplate. We've gotten that before, but it's a fun little description.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battle to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
More renown, too. It's kind of fun. 80 magic dash. Wow. That's a lot.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Another seal.
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
You accept the burnt blade from Wade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
He's almost like a Marquis Andor. Kind of similar situation, it feels. His uncle. Rossfield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Now tell him Joshua's alive.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
How trusted are Byron's folks here? Are we going to get betrayed by his kitchen staff or something?
Plates, Rutherford.
Is Rutherford going to betray us?
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
By your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustenus in the space of 3 days.
Boiling sea? What?
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Return to the hideaway. Let's do it. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
It's fair. Alright, let's do some side quests here, though. If we can. I don't necessarily know that we can leave this place. Oh, we can. Nice.
Typical nobles.
How did we never
There are
hear
new
of
billets
these
being
gardens?
posted.
What's up,
every day.
August?
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
If you think it'll help.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Blacksmith's Blues. Sure. What's up, Desiree?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Pillow talk. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw, that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. Particularly enamored sort left this on the nightstand. May it served you better than it did him. Berserker's Ring. Oh my gosh.
All yours. Come again. I may have
That's
more
funny.
for you.
I think I get what they're alluding to there.
I could have sworn we had a few.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right, we're going.
Well, can't we just go buy it?
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking to...
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it were nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Next all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. Don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their
Doesn't
hands.
trust hunters?
I see.
He is an odd one.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Cool. Use the hunt board to locate the griffin. That I can do. Ask about griffin sightings. Nice. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin? Then do I have a billet for you, Kupo. An especially horrible one. Locals call Dozemare. Sure, where's Dozemare? It's a B rank, too. While passing along the trail from Loswing to Caer Norvent, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind, so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks, and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals, revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin, known as Dozemare, a beast much hated for its appetite both for chocobos and for children. That's crazy.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Did not mean to trigger this quest. Whatever, it's fine.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
That's interesting.
The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Cool. Well, that's informational, at least. Let's go to Caer Norvin. Where'd they say this thing was? It was like Caer Norvin and somewhere else? Cool. I want to say it was like between Caer Norvin and Lost Wing, but does that make sense? Oh, it does, actually. Maybe. Cool. Question if it makes sense, where is it? Finding it's half the battle, right?
It's over.
Unless it's in Caer Norvent. Could it be there? Let's just continue our... Gosh, this doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, there's no other Caer Norvent. We'll open that treasure just for fun. No big deal. That doesn't seem like a griffin. That? Oh, that's a raptor.
We're not alone.
I'm gonna have to go back. I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna have to reread because I got distracted from all the main plot that we were talking about. Go to the hideaway. I thought they said between Lost Wing and Caer Norvent, but maybe they said it made its nest in Caer Norvent. It's different. That's not between, that's in Caer Norvent. Right? Called Dozemare. This is Dozemare. Along the trail from Lost Wing to Caer Norvent. Okay. It is along the trail. Alright, let's go. I guess I mean, if I want to get really finicky, they said from Lost Wing to Caer Norvent. So I should start at Caer Norvent. And go, or start at Lost Wing, sorry, and then go to Caer Norvent.
Good day. Yeah.
I want to get really specific.
When can I go on a special errand for Master Quinton?
I think it's got to be closer to Lost Wing than Caer Norvent.
Word is the Black Shields took a hiding.
They did take a hiding from us. Sucks to be them. Just a spider chilling on the path. That is cool how that other spider entered. Just descending from the tree. That's pretty cool, man. Dragon Avis.
This would be easy.
Got him. Cool. Kind of fun. Sweet. Actually, let's check something out here. I'm curious. Because we use the tornado for sure. Use Scarlet Cyclone. Yeah, seems good. Cool. Just making ourselves a little bit stronger. I think there's value there. Always value there, right? This should be the pathway to Caer Norvent. Dragonet. Sure. I might have been wrong. I thought it would be closer to Lostwing, but we haven't found the Griffin quite yet. Surely we will find them one day. That's just a Dragon Avis, right? Yeah. I mean, I could fight it, but like, man, it's fine. Okay, so this is the pathway. We're gonna head to Caer Norvent. There's a Worgen. Get the dingo count up while we can. That's what I think. It's this count's gonna be 4, right? Oh, maybe 3. I don't know. Oh no, it's 4. Pretty sure. All right, so we hit here, and then we take a right to go to Caer Norvent. Dude, where's this Griffin? Doesn't even really make sense. What's that? That is a rock. Pretty sure that's just a rock. That's a chocobo. I'm definitely going to Caer Norvent. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. Raptors.
Company.
Bro, finding him's gonna be half the struggle. Maybe he gets to live today. I don't know. And I've already been here. But again, maybe me approaching from a different area helps. I really cannot stress how much I'm making this up. I have no idea where this guy is. Just completely gone. Get my potion there. Is that an enemy? Black Widow. Okay. Not really what I want to fight. Don't care about spiders. Dragonet.
Careful.
What if can I enter Caer Norvent? I would think if I could, then it would. See, this is why I'm confused. I can't enter Caer Norvent. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. Where is he?
We're not alone.
Oh man, that's disappointing. All right, well this might be a bummer, but I'm gonna probably call it quits. I don't know where the Griffin is yet, but I will find them one day. But we're gonna wrap up for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we are gonna be playing more Final Fantasy. Till next time.